Boys, it's the Tactical Hippie back again. Just wanted to say thanks for all the support. Recently, I flew down to Houston, Texas. After spending months searching for one, I flew down to Houston, Texas, and picked up a 2023 GR Supra A91 MT in See You Later Gray. It's a special edition car. It's only one of 500. There's another color that you can get it in, which is called Burnout. And See You Later Gray is an interesting kind of nerdy fact. CU in the periodic tables abbreviated is stands for copper. And if you look at this car closely, you can see a copper undertone to the paint job. So that's why they call it See You Later Gray. Kind of a nerdy fact. So yeah, I took it upon myself to reach out to probably 110 maybe dealerships around the country trying to find one of these vehicles. And I finally found one at Gulf Coast Toyota in Houston. Big shout out to Gulf Coast Toyota. They treated me really well. I was super impressed. In and out, you know, nothing crazy. And no surprises. They made it fairly easy to pay. Everything worked out well. So if you're in the area, in the Houston area, and you're looking for a Toyota, definitely check them out. They had a really sweet orange TRD 4Runner down there as well, in stock, which is rare, as well as having a rare A91. So shout out to them for doing their business, doing good business. So Toyota sends them cars. So if you didn't know anything about this car, it is a fairly inexpensive sports car, and it really feels like a supercar when you pull up to places. When people, you get a lot of looks, a lot of people come up and talk to you when you're in the car. It feels a little bit like a supercar driving this thing, but basically, yeah, it's a 6-cylinder with a turbo. It's got 400 horsepower, weighs about 3,300 pounds, and you know, it goes 0 to 60 with the manual transmission at about 4.2 seconds, which is a little bit slower than the automatic transmission, but that's not why you get a manual. It's a much different feeling, and it's much funner. It's feel very in control. I've driven a manual transmission since 2010. In fact, my very first car was a manual transmission. So I've only had a few cars that were automatic. And I will tell you that, you know, switching from a 170 horsepower, somewhat sporty little sedan over to this is a big leap. And I know that. So look at that copper color right there. Oh man, so pretty. So if you didn't know, this car is really hard to get right now, and prices are gonna get crazy. So I'm super excited to have one, and I'm geeked about it. Basically, underneath this car is built in Austria. It's a BMW Z4. Toyota did the styling. Toyota had the wheels built. Toyota worked out the transmission to mate with the B58 engine. B58 engine is a storied BMW engine, and it does really well. A lot of people have a lot to say about it. It's basically a fairly bulletproof engine. Very interesting, some tidbits about this car. Does not have a dipstick. They ask you to change the oil every 10,000 miles. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. There's those forged rays, aluminum wheels. They're super cool looking. Now, in person, they're way better than they are in photos. But I will tell you that this car really grips to the road. It's got some Bridgestone Potenzas right out of the gate, so you get some really good tires. You get a really bulletproof engine and solid engineering from BMW. So BMW also has a lot to do with the interior. Some of the styling choices are of course made by Toyota, but most of these pieces, hardware, are all BMW that you're seeing. It's got a very nice suede gear shift lever. It's very tight throw compared to what I'm used to in my old car. So I'm super excited to have the opportunity to even have one of these things, and so that's a big deal for me. And if you know where I came from and how much I've been kicking and screaming to get to where I'm at, you know that this is a big accomplishment. So shout out to me for all my hard work. I ended up driving back from Houston. I ran into one close call. I had a pig that was in the road, and it was dead, and I just barely missed it. I was super tired. I stopped at Waffle House. I saw the train with the most art I've ever seen on it in my life. I noticed some beautiful volcanoes on the way back, and driving up through the upper corner of Texas down into Puebla, Colorado, through some mountainous terrain and up into Denver, Colorado. It was quite an experience and something that I'll never forget. And it's just an amazing accomplishment to be able to get this car, and I'm super geeked about how it turned out, and I'll be making some more videos about it. If you like this type of content, definitely like and subscribe, because it's not my normal content, obviously. And I may make some more videos about this thing, and some how-tos and stuff like that. Thanks for watching The Tactical Hippie, and I'll see you in the next one.